Greetings and welcome. My name is Buma, and this is Vibrational Guidance Over Truth, a non-traditional tarot and oracle channel. Every week on this channel, the theme changes, and the theme for this week is Jade and the Flame, Strategy and the Stone, a crystal path to coming home. So we will be using the gemstone and the crystal wisdom oracle cards, in addition to Sun Tzu's The Art of War and the 5 elements Chinese oracle decks, amidst other decks as well, to just glean what the answers are to your questions. Okay, collective? So please go ahead, pause, pose a question or a series of questions in your mind. Write them down, text them to yourself. And it's 8:18 p.m. right now on the clock. So hold those questions. And what I invite you to do on this channel is, as the cards play out, as they come out in whatever form or formation, use your intuition and look at the synchronicities between the colors, images, numbers, and stated guidance on the cards, and see if your cosmic guides are providing you confirmation of answers that have already been within, or answers from perspectives that are outside of yourself, as insights on how to glean and be aware of the situation. All readings are for entertainment purposes. Take what resonates, leave what does not. I've created this channel to be completely rooted in love, not performance, not prediction, and not perfection. Okay, so love is what has brought you here. Let's go ahead and get started with getting those answers to your questions. Okay, so I'm going to pose questions as well. What is the vision for the future as it pertains to using the crystal wisdom? So what answers can we get for the collective about the future, or what is your answer to their question from the crystal wisdom oracle deck? What is your answer to the collective's question? Okay, what is your answer to the collective's question? Thank you so much. All right, now take another one. So the one I'm going to take is, which one? Open up in the middle. All right, we're going to go open up in the middle, and we're just going to take that one. All right, take another one. So one in the reverse, clearly these two, upright and upright. We have topaz. Find clarity and focus. Trust your inner wisdom. Okay, that's the answer to someone's question. Then we have selenite. Purify your spirit, cleanse your energy for new beginnings, in the reverse. So this is a time where you're not purifying your spirit, is what your cosmic spirit guides want to let you know. And you're not clearing out your energy for whatever reason for this new beginning to come in. And you need to do that. Now you have aquamarine. Seek emotional balance. Let calm waters guide your journey. So some of you are not seeking emotional balance. You're not purifying yourself. You are not doing this, and your journey is going to come to a halt in the positive ways that it can keep moving forward in if you don't do these two things. So that's the answer to some of you in the collective. We have here, all right, citrine. Invite abundance and prosperity. Let your spirit shine bright. All right. And then finally, we have black tourmaline, or tourmaline, depending on how you enunciate it. Protect your energy. Create a shield against negativity. All right. Let's go ahead and move into our 5 elements oracle cards. And let's see what answers your spirit guides and cosmic guides have for you. What answers do you have for the collective questions from the 5 elements oracle? Thank you. What answers do you have for the collective? Whoa, thank you. From the 5, we caught that one, elements oracle. What answers do you have? All right, we have answers, and I'm hearing spread them out, so I will. We have 55, fire dragon, co-create with the universe. So you're being asked to co-create with the universe, 53. I'm just going to go on top. Next we have 14, fire ox, a beacon of light. So you are meant to be a beacon of light. You need to purify your spirit in order to do that. Number 19, we have the water horse, a path to independence. So some of you who are seeking some type of, I'm hearing financial independence, your path to independence comes once you seek that emotional balance. I'm hearing all areas of your life, you need to be actively working on balancing them. It doesn't mean that you need to achieve that balance, but your spirit guides, the energetic realm and force, the cosmic force within and outside of yourself needs to feel you working on that balance in order to bring in this path of independence. So I think that's so much in alignment here that it's under the seeking emotional balance in reverse card. Next, we have the 15, Earth Tiger, breaking through the barrier. So some of you, and there's a color alignment definitely here, you are breaking through the barrier into your abundance, into your prosperity. So go ahead, go you, those of you who are doing that. Next, we have here the Water Rabbit 40 card, the sweetness of quiet love. So some of you have a quiet love going on and you're protecting it. You're protecting your quiet love that you have with yourself, or more so getting with this rabbit card, you're protecting your quiet love that you have with another. You've reached a season in your life where you know it's not for you to speak on relationships that you're starting, even if they get going and they're 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in, a month in, 3 months in. It's for you to keep it to yourself and to create a creative shield against negativity around this love that you are fostering for yourself and that some of you have with another. Next, we have here the 51 Wood Tiger, powerful beginnings and progress. So again, we have here 53, 51. Some of you are making powerful progress because you are focusing on trusting your inner wisdom and your intuition. So good and go for you. That's the confirmation answer for some of you. Then we have 13 and it's 14, 13. So again, moving backwards, the Fire Rat, light and shadow. So some of you need to balance and come to accept your light and your shadow, and the color synchronicities here with the red and the orange. We have the 42 Wood Snake, enjoy the waiting game. So some of you should just enjoy this waiting game. Yes, you're seeking emotional balance and balance takes a while, but find a way to enjoy this wooden, this waiting game. Okay, some of you might like to work with crafts or wood. 49, the Water Rat, focus on your vision. So though you are in this inviting an abundance place and you set up this ability to break through barriers, focus on your vision. As you're breaking through and you're moving into new territory, still have a vision and don't wander in this new territory is what I'm hearing the collective needs to hear. Because 59, the Water Dog, play with the waves. You're in this season here, and I don't think it's a coincidence at all that we have Water Rabbit and Water Dog, that it's time for you to be playful. Whoever you are that have kept up these boundaries that you've established, and you've got the sweetness of quiet love, play with it. Play with it in your quiet place. Because number 6, the Earth Snake, gratitude leads to abundance. Staying grateful and keeping your clarity and your focus on your inner wisdom and being grateful that you have this co-creation ability with the universe and being grateful that your power for new beginnings and your progress are here is going to lead to even more and more abundance. So I love that. I love that for those of you that is true for in the collective. And then finally, our last sets of cards, we have Metal Horse, which is engage the heart to heal. So some of you, again, in this reversal energy, you got to engage your heart to heal. I know it's not comfortable to go back, but this purifying of your strides, and in order for you to be this beacon of light and merge your light and your dark, you've got to engage that heart space that's uncomfortable. Because 25, Earth Rat, also coming under our second card in the reverse, changing your mindset is what is going to allow you to enjoy this waiting game and is what is going to allow you to gain access to this path of independence. But if you keep on lacking and stopping, seeking emotional balance, then you won't be able to get to this place of enjoying the waiting game. And finally, the last card here is the Wood Ox. Knowledge brings wisdom. So your knowledge is bringing in so much abundance. I just love this for you in the collective. So, divine guides, what confirmation messages do you have for this reading? Because everything has been lining up for the collective from the Gemstone Whispers. What are the confirmations? And I think it's just so on point that the first 2 cards that came out were in our reversal column. So let's read this first one. In order to get out of this place where you're not purifying your spirit, it has turquoise, happiness. Happiness is when you is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. So some of you, it's time to get in harmony. Okay? It's time to take those strides to clear out that negative energy and just be happy about the fact that you're choosing right now, even with this message, to start on this journey. Then we have here the sunstone landing on top of the wood snake. So confirmations maybe with this S, snake and sun and sunstone. It says, sun, I am not pretty. I am not beautiful. I am as radiant as the sun. So you are more in this waiting game. You are more than what you're seeking emotionally. You are the sun, some of you in the collective, and you need to know that. Right here on the water rat, your focus on your vision is focusing on exploring, coming right here under the earth tiger with the carnelian. So it says 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the brownness, okay, the bow lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, and explore, dream, and discover. So it's time for you to focus your vision on what you are exploring in this next chapter in your life. Do it wisely. It's time for some of you to dream and discover and explore. And then finally, we have right here the, I believe this might be pronounced the chai, which is destiny. Fate is like a strange, unpopular restaurant filled with odd little waiters who bring you things you never asked for and don't always like. That's destiny right here over the water card. So some of you might be ending up playing in the waves of life with people you never thought were going to show up. And they did. All right. And let's finally tap and close out this reading with some of our answer oracles. Are there any final answers, messages that you have for the collective? Thank you so much for what you have said. Are there any final answers that you have for the collective? Any final answers to the questions that the collective have posed? Okay, we caught all of those. Any final messages for the collective? Thank you so much. All right, we have here in the reverse, threat. So there is no threat for some of you. There's no feud, there's no natural enemy, there's no deadly threat. That's the answer to some of your questions, okay? So feel fine going into this place of clarity and focus and purifying yourself because there's no threat, there's no harm. What we have in the upright right here again over water rat and explore is surprise. Something unexpectedly, another way will be made beyond your imagination. So explore, focus on your vision and explore. Now, in conclusion, we're going to come to our Sun Tzu Art of War quote cards and pull and see if any of this can be tied in. I'm hearing next message. Okay, here we go. Sun Tzu said, "The art of war is of vital importance to the state. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. Better decisions lead to a better life. Every time we set out to solve a problem, we are declaring war on that problem. Our lives are the combined outcome of all the decisions we have made, both important and unimportant, good and bad, conscious and unconscious. Rather than focus on the outcomes of those decisions, we should review how those outcomes came to become better decision makers." So I'm going to read that last sentence one more time. Rather than focus on the outcomes of those decisions, we should review how those outcomes came to become better decision makers. Okay? So let me say that last part. How those outcomes came to become better decision makers. So this all ties in so wonderfully. You're being asked to be a better decision maker. Some of you, the answer to your questions is yes, you made the right decision. You've got your clarity, you've got your focus, and you're seeing how you're co-creating with the universe, how you've got powerful progress and beginnings coming in, and you're grateful and the abundance is flowing in because you don't foresee any threats. You're speaking that into existence. You got that. And there are those of you who are, man, coming in with abundance. Back to the next one in the upright. You're inviting in this abundance. You're breaking through barriers. Surprises are showing up because you're focusing on your vision, which is to explore what knowledge brings you and how wise application brings you closer to the fruition of no more negativity, enjoying this quiet love in the waves of your destiny. And those of you that are still in this place of it hasn't been figured out yet, that's fine, because your divine guides, they've got your back. So I hope this message reaches those of you in the collective who needs it. Again, my name is Beaumont. This is Vibrational Guidance Over Truth. There will be changes to the channel coming up here pretty soon, but I just want to invite you to journey with me. Like, subscribe, share if you feel called to, and I'll catch you on the next one.